What's up, all you concrete cowboys? We're going to get into another video today. And in this video, Anthony Beastmode has something to say. And we want to listen to him, and we want to discuss some of the things he says. So with that being said, let's get into the video.
When I say country rap, for me, it was always just if you was from the country and you rapped, you got inner city rappers, you got, rappers from the backwoods. Nowadays you got, like rappers from all different kinds of backgrounds. So when I say country rap, I'm just talking about people that either are from the country that rap, that have made a name for themselves, or I'm talking about people that perceive and try to piggyback on that. Some of you guys might know an artist by the name of Ryan Upchurch. Now, Ryan Upchurch, from my personal experiences, because everything I give to you guys in this is not going to be from a fan perspective. It's going to be from personal experiences. Any names that I put in this video, I have personal experiences with these people. So Ryan Upchurch, from personal experience, like 6 years ago, my people, his people, whatever, we ended up making a connection online, you know what I'm saying? I think it started on like Facebook or something like that, and it was like, hey, come on out. He was really cool with me. He was like, come on out to Ghost Ranch. At the time, he had a place called Ghost Ranch. I don't know if he still has that or not, but at the time, he had a place called Ghost Ranch. He was like, come on out. And for me, it was pretty cool because that guy's got, at that time even, he had quite a big name established for himself. So that was kind of cool to me, to be from the backwoods, from the country, and to be rapping and making music and have somebody that's like also from the backwoods, from the country, that raps and makes music, and had, I think he had like platinum albums and gold albums and all kinds of stuff. He had quite a big platform, and I know he still does, but at that time he had a really big platform as well. And I was like, okay, this is cool. So he had reached out to me. I went out there for about a week. We chopped it up. We worked on making some music together and stuff. I had gotten to meet through going to different shows and stuff like that. I ended up coming cross paths with another guy named Adam Calhoun. Now, Adam Calhoun and Ryan Upchurch both, at that time, were really good.
Now, the ones he's talking about, ride the coattails of the country rappers, that would be Adam Calhoun. Because as we all know, Adam Calhoun is not from the country. But he likes to call himself country rap, even though I don't really consider his music country rap. I consider it pissed off white guy rap, I guess. If you just listen to some of his lyrics, you can kind of tell it's like a pissed off type shit. But that's just my opinion. I like some of it, don't get me wrong, but that's just my opinion.
Good friends. They made, a bunch of music and stuff together and everything. And when I met Adam Calhoun, my first impression of him was, you ever like Ryan? My impression of him was he's a super humble dude. Like, my experiences around Ryan for that week that I was down there, and a little bit of us chopping it back and forth on the phone and talking back and forth on social medias and stuff, is the dude is just a really chill, down to earth dude. He's a very humble dude. I never once, you get around people, you get to kind of like get a vibe or something from people. I never once got the vibe from that dude that dude was like anything other than chill, humble, just a good old boy from the backwoods, and it's the same thing that he does whenever he does live videos.
And that's kind of the vibe he gives off. He's just laid back, chill. Hey, if I'm cool with you, my place is your place. If I ain't cool with you, I don't want you here. If I got something to eat, you got something to eat. So on and so on. That's the way a lot of country folk are. They just, if I'm cool with you, this place is your place. If I got something to eat, you don't have to ask. Just go to the refrigerator and get it. That's the kind of way people, or at least people I know, like friend's house I'll go over to. Hey, can I have something to drink? You ain't got to ask. Just go get it. Well, I'd rather ask. I'm not comfortable doing that. It's your place, not mine. No. You're my friend. You're welcome here. What's mine is yours, basically.
Live videos, you listen to him and stuff, he just sounds like another normal dude. Some people don't understand, I guess, not all of us are going to look like Hollywood. Not all of us are going to come across, some people think he's on drugs now. Some people think that he's, lost it and all this and that. And I'll get into that a little bit more later. But some of us are just who we are, dude. We're just quirky. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just different. Like we're not gonna be like the super cool kids club. You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna be who we are. So, anyways, when I met Adam Calhoun at a show, you know, dude's like 5'5" or whatever. He immediately will give you the impression of like a Napoleon syndrome. And I don't understand why, because the dude is grown. You know what I'm saying? Like that man's like 40 something years old, almost 50 years old. He's like grown. And he automatically, like, you ever come across somebody, you know, like you're at a party or you're at the bar or something like that, and he's like peacocking, like he's like got to like make himself known, like, what's up? Yeah, you know, just so you know, I've been kind of doing my thing. You know, I'm kind of important. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like this is who I am. Like, you know. And then when I found out that he's from Chicago or he's from Illinois, I was like, oh, okay, probably a city thing. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude's from the city. It's probably a city thing. You know what I mean? Like, cause I've been around people in Chicago, you know, and I've been around people in like, you know, New York City and LA, traveling around and stuff. Like, so I get it. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's just a city thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to kind of like peacock a little. In the backwoods, we don't do that stuff, dude. Like we're just chill, you know? Like, what's up, old son? Like smacking our freaking dip cans and stuff. Like, what's up, old son? Hey, can I get a dip? Yeah, pass that on over here. Yeah, all right, boys. What you guys been up to? We just chill. You know what I mean? So, like, I was like, it's a city.
That's correct, man. We just chill. We just, hey, what's up, bro? I don't know you, but you want to talk. You want to, you know, you at the same party I'm at, so undoubtedly we know somebody. Hey, I get one. I get a dip. You want a beer? You know, yeah, we don't do that, man. I ain't got to be better than you. You ain't got to be better than me. We all just people. We all here to hang out. We all here to have a good time. We all here to just try to live life. You know, yeah. I mean, he's telling the truth. Country folk is just country folk. There's a fire burning, people chilling out, people drinking a few beers, people just chit-chatting. Nobody's better than anybody. We all just country folk.
City thing. I'm sure it's just a city thing. And I try to be cool. You know what I mean? I try to be cool, you know, culturally accept, you know, get to know new people and stuff. The guy's a lot older than me. He's like old enough to be my dad. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know. And he's telling me this big old story, right? He's telling me this big old story about, you know, how tough he is, about how he's, you know, he got in some trouble. He's been to prison, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, he didn't take nothing from nobody. And, you know, he's out here, you know what I mean, in the country rap game. And he's, you know, he's the gatekeeper of country rap and all this and that. And I was like, I don't understand how a dude from Chicago, Illinois is the gatekeeper of country rap. I don't know, like, you know, kind of make you scratch your head. Like, I don't know what that means, bud, to be honest with you, right? But whatever, you know, hey, everybody's been around people like that. That's cool. So you just kind of let them, like, inflate their own balloon, so to speak. All right, cool. Kept it moving. Well, the stuff that me and Ryan Upchurch did together and everything, it never came to fruition as far as doing video and stuff. Ryan Upchurch was actually, and I've still got a copy of the song. Ryan Upchurch was actually on my song Rowdy with me. And it was really cool. It was a really good song. At the time, I had a hunch and I had a feeling that Adam Calhoun had something to do with that. Adam Calhoun is really genuinely, if you really look into the past experiences of other artists with Ryan Upchurch, and Adam Calhoun has been in the picture, Adam Calhoun is that butthurt buddy that does not like his super popular friend being friends with anybody else. That is the truth of it. That is the absolute truth of it, dude. That is the wholeheartedly.
Any of you guys ever known anybody like that? You meet somebody, but yet they already got a friend, and that friend is just doing everything they can to keep their best friend from becoming friends with you. I mean, you can just feel it. You can hear it. You can see it. They're just anything they can do to make their friend to not be friends with you, they will do. Any of you guys ever met someone like that? Or, you know, I have. Probably we all have. And he's talking about Adam Calhoun. Adam Calhoun likes to boast that prison shit. I've been to prison. Yeah, I've done some time, blah, blah, blah. Man, people don't give a fuck. You know how many people out here that's done time? You know how many guys I know that's done time? They don't mean shit to nobody, especially in the country. Country people don't give a fuck if you done time. Time don't mean shit. You did the crime, you did the time. Some of you didn't do the crime, but you still did the time. But yeah, Adam Calhoun likes to boast about that shit. I think Ryan said when he was at his gate at one point or another, he was like, I went to prison. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I believe that 1,010%. If you was an artist and you rubbed shoulders with Ryan Upchurch when Adam Calhoun and Ryan Upchurch were cool with each other, if you rubbed shoulders with Ryan Upchurch, Adam Calhoun had a problem with you. Adam Calhoun was not going to be cool with you. Adam Calhoun did not like his popular friend that was more popular than him being cool with other artists. That's the truth of it, dude. He's got Napoleon syndrome, bro. I don't know why, because the dude is grown, like almost 50 years old. He's way too, I would be super embarrassed if that was my father. Dude's old enough to be my dad. He's like 40-something years old, old enough to be my daddy. I would be super embarrassed if my grown man daddy was out here causing beefs with people and acting like an absolute ridiculous little man tartar. You know, I'm 6 foot 200 pounds. Like, I got this angry little old man, you know, that's constantly just trying to beef with everybody. It made no sense to me. So anyways, whatever. Things didn't pan out with the music that me and Ryan did. I was like, I think it's because his buddy Adam is like butthurt about it, right? Then Adam Calhoun, some people might see me recently commenting on some of his posts. Understand, for 6 years, I've been waiting for Adam Calhoun to drop his beef song that he made about me. Dude made a whole love.
Now, I don't know if Adam Calhoun could have had anything to do with the song or not, because really, you know, Ryan would have had say-so over the song. I guess Adam could have influenced it, you know, like whatever he said to keep the song from happening. I guess he could have influenced it, but at the end of the day, it would be Ryan's call to whether to let the song be released or not, right? Or am I wrong? I mean, you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong there. But anyway, I want you to hear this guy talk all this shit about Adam Calhoun, and then I'm going to show you another video.
Song talking about my genitalia, talking about F my family, talking about all kinds. Oh, Anthony, I heard you think you Beastmode, you gonna deep throat. Like, I don't, talking about his fantasies of me, you know what I'm saying, and him doing physical stuff, talking about all kinds of like my anatomical parts, you know what I mean? Like talking about F my family, all kinds of stuff. 6 years ago, this dude made a whole song and was on stage, grown man, with his little beard and stuff, you know. Yeah, Beastmode, I heard you know, blah, blah, blah. Dude's old enough to be my dad. It's weird. It's just weird. I don't understand it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's kind of corny, but you know, maybe it's a city thing, right? I was like, okay, cool. You know, maybe it's a city thing. So for 6 years, I've let it slide, right? 6 years ago, he never released the full version. You can look at YouTube, look up Adam Calhoun, Beastmode diss. Dude released a song about me 6 years ago, didn't release the full version, just a little snippet. So I was like, all right, whatever, dude. This dude's, you know, I don't know, maybe he's senile or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just, you know, I don't know, bro. So let that stuff slide. My problem now, and the reason why I've commented on some of his posts now, because some of his little bandwagon people are like, who are you? Who do you think you are? I got personal history with these dudes, for one. For two, Adam Calhoun, I got a problem with, like, people that want to be like, I hate to say this, I think Church is a grown man. Church can handle his own battles. But Adam Calhoun trying to be a bully to everybody, dude, is just ridiculous. He's too grown for this stuff. And if I were to truly believe Adam Calhoun's story, Adam Calhoun first started telling people.
And he's telling the truth, man. Adam Calhoun's done went and got, I don't know how many guys to make a diss song about Ryan. Ryan done some little goofy diss. I think he just put out another little diss. And he didn't even ask Hosier. Hosier done it on his own. But Ryan has got, you know, the Three Musketeers and everybody else to make a diss about Ryan. Now, I can't say for sure he got them to do it, but it's like a whole fucking gang of people's making diss songs about Ryan. And Ryan, to me, was doing the right thing, is just ignoring it. Kind of like Tom McDonald ignored Ryan. You know, you don't show any response. That means they mean nothing to you. But then Ryan finally made that little diss, and like I say, I think he's put out another little diss. But, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Calhoun's just trying to get a gang of people just to turn on Ryan, but, yeah.
People, Church is on drugs. Adam Calhoun first started telling people, you know, Church has lost his marbles, you know, I'm his brother, you know, I care about him, I know this guy, blah, blah, blah. If you truly believe your brother is on drugs, if you truly believe your brother is mentally snapped, having some issues, Why would you take jabs at him regardless if you feel like he's taking jabs at you? Oh, church is over here talking about me. Anybody that's ever truly had family on drugs, anybody that's ever truly had family have a mental break, a mental problem, we don't go making fun of our family, dude. That's not what we do where I'm from. And we don't capitalize on it by making a diss track about our family that we think is really suffering with drugs and really suffering with mental problems. We don't capitalize on that by making a whole diss track saying, he's not going to make the first shot. I'm going to make a shot at him because he's not going to try to make a shot at me. And I'm going to make a song about him because
That's exactly true. If you've ever had a family member or someone you love on drugs, you don't poke fun at them. You don't write diss songs about them. You don't do something to try to hurt them, to try to bring them down. If they really mean something to you and you really love that person, you do anything you can to help that person, to try to get them clean. But the majority of the time, they're not going to get clean unless they're ready to get clean. No matter how much you try to force them to get clean, it's just not going to happen. But what he's saying is true. You're not going to make fun of that person and try to bring that person down. You're going to try to lift them and get them off of that shit. And he's telling facts there.
he won't fight me. Why would you want to fight somebody that you're trying to make me believe is on drugs? Well, he's talking about me. Bro, you're 50 years old, dude. You're 50 years old, almost 50 years old. You're 40-something years old, bro. Why would you talk about a dude that you're old enough to be his daddy? That you're saying you're a big brother to him. You think he's got mental problems. You think he went off the deep end. You think that he's gotten drug problems. You know this dude helped you. Ryan helped you, dude. Your biggest successes in your music career is because of this kid that helped you. He helped you with your music career. Your biggest albums, your biggest songs are because of this kid that you're trying to tell the world is on drugs.
All right, I'm going to stop it there, and I'm going to show you. You just heard all that bullshit he talked about Adam Calhoun, right? Well, I'm going to go to the next video and now listen to what he says about Adam Calhoun. Now, the other video, I had it, but this video I couldn't really find, so I had to get this video from Kelly, Loschhg. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that, but I had to borrow this video from her. I hope you don't mind, but anyway, that's where I had to get this video.
Experiences and stuff.
But what I want you to hear is, you just heard him talk all that crap about Adam Calhoun. What I want you to hear is what he says about Calhoun now.
And stuff. Last couple of weeks since that popped off, I haven't jumped on the train of making diss songs about one person or the other person, but I have been super disrespectful about one individual, Adam Calhoun. I kind of was calling him out sideways on his posts. I was, like trying to drag him and make fun of him on some things because at the time, and I always speak from my chest. You know what I'm saying?
Now look at how he's acting. Look at how he's talking. Listen to how he's talking. What do you think changed between that video and this video to make this man come on here and say this? What do you think? Who do you think got to him? Somebody had to get to him. Somebody had to say something to him for what this man's about to say. He's already just said, I was talking, being disrespectful, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you tell me.
And sometimes your chest is wrong, but I do. I always speak from my chest. So let me explain why, okay? Why would you, Anthony Beastmode, be speaking down on this guy? You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll tell you, 6 years ago, I had an opportunity to work with Ryan Upchurch. And I had an opportunity, because of possibly, making music and stuff with Ryan Upchurch to possibly work with Adam Calhoun and, other big people. 6 years ago, I was a really struggling artist. To paint the picture for you, I lived in a single wide trailer. I had a brand newborn baby. It was, I worked doing construction and I worked at Tracker Marine doing welding and stuff, and it was a struggle. So for me to get noticed by, people that were really big in the music industry, especially the music industry, the genre of country rap that my roots.
Now, bear in mind, when he made that other video, I was watching as it was happening. And people was like, I just subscribed to you. I'm a full-on Beastmode fan now. I support you. So on and so on. He was getting major support. Then when he come out with this video, everyone just turned right back. Like, fuck you, man. I can't believe you'd say this. I can't believe you'd do this. You pulling Adam Calhoun. You're turning your back on everything you just said in the last video. Yeah, I mean, it's just, he lost all the respect that he just gained from the video before this by doing this.
Are in country, so like, I'm not the best country singer. I try these days, but 6 years ago I could lay down some rhymes, you know what I mean? And I can still lay those rhymes down, and that meant a lot to me, dude. That, for me, that was everything. I thought to myself, my whole life's gonna change. I was struggling, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. It was exhausting to work so many different jobs and trying to make your, imagine having a dream, imagine having a business, and you're trying to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to make it come into fruition. So when I got noticed and I got a phone call from Ryan Upchurch and I had an opportunity to go out to Ghost Ranch, I was super excited about it. I was like, yes, this is it. My relationship at the time, I'm not with her no more, but at the time it was struggling, and I told her, I said, baby, this is it. This is it. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on, I know you think that this is a pipe dream. I know you think that like nothing's going to work out. I know you think nothing's going to pan out. But this is it. I swear to you, like, these guys are huge. Ryan Upchurch got a hold of me, wants me to come out to his ranch. I'm going to make music with him and stuff. Like, this is a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, please don't.
The man just reassured her that it was the thing. It was the biggest thing of his life. He just reassured her while she was telling him, man, that's bullshit. Don't go. And it could have been something to it, I guess. But he reassured her, and it went nowhere. So I'm sure, at the end of the day, she's like, I told you, it was all bullshit.
Don't give up on me. Please don't give up on us. I swear to you, it's going to work out. Like, everything's going to change for us. I promise you. And when you're like naive to the industry, you believe those things. And I really did believe those things at the time. So I go out to Ryan Upchurch's Ghost Ranch, and I'm hanging out with him, and, we make a song. I made a song called Rowdy. Some of you guys might have heard my song called Rowdy. Well, originally, I made that song with Ryan Upchurch in mind to be on the song. And we actually made the song, for those of you guys that don't know. And, we made the song. It was a rough copy of the song. I still got the rough copy in my folder and stuff. When we made the song, a little bit after that, I'm kind of playing phone tag and stuff. I stayed at his house for a few days, about a week, maybe less than a week. And thought to myself, he's a super nice dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude's a super nice dude. He's a super humble dude. Like, he's super cool in person and everything. And again, this is 6 years ago. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, then all of a sudden, out of the blue, and I had met Adam a couple of times because of this at some redneck raves, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I caught wind that Adam Calhoun made a diss track about me, right? And I heard a little snippet of it. It's still on YouTube. You guys can check it out if you want. Heard a little snippet of it. And, he had sang it live or whatever. And I thought to myself, like, I don't understand. Like, why is this dude talking smack about me? Like, first off, I'm a nobody in the industry, right? At this time, especially. And I'm like, second off, like, I look up to this dude. Just like I look up to Ryan. Like, it kind of, as girly as it's going to sound, like, it literally, like, it hurt my feelings, dude. Straight up.
All of a sudden, see, he looks up to Adam. In the last video, he was like, he's like the butt-hurt little friend who gets jealous with anybody who rubs shoulders with their super popular friend. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, I respect this dude. I look up to him.
I'll be real about it. I'm the kind of dude that's like not ashamed of just being 1,010%. Okay, because again, struggling to make ends meet, struggling working and stuff like that. I'm a new daddy at the time. I'm just doing everything that I can to make things work for my family. So like my business with music that I was trying to soak all of my money and everything into, I felt like was like getting kind of sabotaged. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's this going to do between me and Ryan? Because Adam Calhoun and Ryan Upchurch were good friends, right? So Ryan's like, he's not giving me the green light on putting the song out. So like, we're not finishing the song that we made together. We're not shooting no videos for it together. Things went stagnant between that. He was never rude to me, but things went stagnant between that. Adam Calhoun had said what he said. He made his point very clear at that time that he didn't like me and all this and that. I never knew why. Didn't know why. Didn't know what the reasons were. I was confused on a lot. So I never liked him since then. That's 6 years ago. 6 years ago is a pretty good long time to not like somebody. So when the problems came between him and Ryan Upchurch, I thought to myself, well, shoot, 6 years ago, Ryan Upchurch was cool. You know, I don't know who Ryan is these days, right? To be transparent.
Comment down here. Sounds like he was intimidated by you. Yeah, she's talking about what happened 6 years ago.
Be honest, I don't know who Ryan is these days. Thank you, baby. But I know 6 years ago he was cool. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, if him and Adam have problems, it's probably Adam. Because 6 years ago, Adam, you know, said bad things about me and was trying to make a diss track about me and stuff like that. Like, I don't like that dude, you know, all this and that. So I clowned on him. I clowned on Adam, right? I hopped on his page. I clowned on him. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to make fun of him and all this and that and everything because I was butthurt. You know what I mean? Like, butthurt Betty. I'm not going to lie. And lo and behold, I get a phone call. Me and Adam know the same people. You know what I'm saying? And I get a phone call, and it's from Adam Calhoun. I'm not going to dive into the conversation about it because Adam's a pretty private man. But I feel like if you guys were able to pay attention more to the individual he is and less to like the music and the beef and stuff that they got going on, I feel like you guys would really appreciate the realness about him.
Look, everybody knows most people on camera has a different personality than they do off camera. Most people do. Some people is the same on camera and off. But yeah, I can tell you most of the bullshit you see about Adam on camera is a front. It's a character he puts on. But that don't matter. What you put out in public is what people see. People see what you let them see. What you do in your private life, only the people in your private life see. So him telling people to judge, you can't. You can't judge what the type of person he is in private if you don't know him in private. Only thing you can judge him on is what he lets you see. And what he lets you see is like, hey, I'm this tough guy. I'm this 4'7" tough guy who's done prison time, and I'll fuck up anybody in my way, you know. But, you know, like I told you before, I like some of Adam's music. Some of it's not bad. I mean, I've seen the way he carries himself, like a tough guy and this and that. I mean, me personally, I don't think he's no tough guy. I think he's just trying to put on a front, a persona, whatever you want to call it. I think he wants people to think he's tough. But, yeah. I mean, but anyway, you hear this guy backtracking now. You hear him backtracking. Trying to take, you know, the last video, he was, like, really cracking on Adam. This video, he's like, man, he's a nice guy if you guys could just get to know him. Well, this guy supposedly ain't talked to him in years. But he just got that one phone call, and in that one phone call, he just completely turned a leaf about him, man. He's a nice guy. He's blah, 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 but, you know, whatever.
We had, like, I don't know, an hour and a half conversation. The dude was extremely humble. You know, he apologized for the shit back in the day. I explained my point of view to him. I said, look, bro, that's like all bullshit to the side. I felt like you were taking food off the table for my family. I felt like you were taking the diapers off my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was an opportunity, I felt like. And because of that, and because of the way things went, I had to fight by myself. I remember having a conversation with my father, and my dad said, whatever you do, don't quit. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dream. I lost that, you know, I was married to that woman at the time. So I lost my wife. I had my daughter on my hip. I had black trash bags on my hip. I lost everything. Everything I had, I lost it all. I didn't get no handout from Ryan. No phone calls back or anything like that. I didn't get no help from Adam Calhoun, you know what I mean, saying what he said and stuff. And Adam Calhoun was straight up humble about things. And he was like, I see where you're coming from, man. You know, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, he sees where you're coming from, but it's way too fucking late. You can't go back and change it. You had to fight tooth and nail, like you say, to get to where you're at. To where at the time, you had an opportunity to work with one of the biggest guys in country rap, and you did work with him, but your song never got released. And you think that was because of Adam Calhoun. Well, in my opinion, Adam Calhoun still fucked you up. Adam Calhoun still fucked your career. Now, you can let that go if you want to, but me personally, I would still hold that shit. No matter what I said to the man, I would still let him know I ain't letting go of that shit. You fucked me over back then, and that's just the way it was, and you can't change it. And I would still let him know I'm gonna hold on to that shit, and one day I'm gonna bite you back. I don't know when it's coming. You don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. I will let you know that. Now, we can be buddies. We can be bros. But I'm going to get your ass. But you do it however you want to do it, bro.
Genuinely, I'm sorry about that, and I apologize about all that shit that, we had went through and stuff. Now, I could have been a butthurt dude about it whenever he apologized. I could have said to myself, hey, you know what? No, I don't accept it. That's not cool. I don't believe that. He invited.
Alright, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you think. I mean, do you think somebody got to this man, or do you think he just had a change of heart because he talked to Adam on the phone for an hour? What do you think? Let me know your opinion in the comments. And that's going to be the video. Talk to you guys next time. See ya.